Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Deep Impact Podcast. I'm your host, Bo Walker, and I'm joined this evening by a guy that needs to take some CBD and calm the fuck down, Mr. Kyle Suffin.
I have the Sunday scaries. Fuck off.
The best wedding planner in the Ohio Valley, Mr. Mark Carson.
What up? Hit your boy up.
And the guy with the biggest hockey jersey collection that I know, Mr. Jason Sivas.
Hi.
So
very proud of that too.
So this week we're gonna go a little bit of a shorter episode. We're down a couple people. We're actually recording this on not our normal night. We're recording on Sunday night. Normally we do it on Thursdays. Life gets in the way sometimes, guys. So we had to call an audible, but it's not gonna change our first segment. What is everybody drinking? Mark?
Dr. Pepper.
Jason, where's your water?
What are you boys ready?
Here we go.
Oh, it's Gatorade this time.
Gatorade.
Blue
No,
Gatorade.
it's blue sports drink. No free ads. Blue sports drink. Only the finest here.
I like how you're covering the logo too while you drink it. Kyle.
I just got done with dinner, so I'm having dessert, one of Kelly's cookies.
Oh, Kelly made cookies.
Why does Kelly never give us any cookies?
Oh.
Well, she put it on Facebook last week, so...
Well, I don't stalk your mom's Facebook, Kyle. Sorry for being
Are you
a normal person.
On Facebook? Order them.
I do.
Dozen of cookies, $10. I'll give my mom a plug. Kelly Sutphin, go follow her.
Oh, Kelly Suffin's apple dumplings. Whew. All right, so I guess I'm.
Wood, what are you drinking?
I guess I'm the only one drinking a beer tonight. Maddie went up to Youngstown this weekend and went to a place called Vintage Estates. I will give them a fucking shout out because they have over 1,400 different types of beer.
It's a lot.
It's amazing. 1,100 types of wine, and this is a Founders Kentucky Bourbon Ale. So
He got that because he's related to George Washington, so he had to get the Founders.
And you know now that he's got the proof, he's gonna lay it in every week on this show.
I wasn't even thinking of that, guys. It's a good beer.
That's why you wore green for the revolution, or you wore blue for the revolution. I got it. It's
no,
okay.
I wore an old freaking youth league shirt because I was painting our closet. And I haven't showered in 2 days. I
just like our forefathers intended.
Deodorant hanging in my armpit. I'm disgusting right now. All right.
Just like our forefathers intended.
Oh, here we go. All right. But so.
Hey, Kyle, did you want to participate or do you want to watch the race?
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
looking up things for our next segment.
Oh, okay.
Just go ahead, Bo. Let's.
Wow.
Well, I'm not in charge of our next segment. Jason is.
Yeah, Jason.
Come on,
Great
Kyle.
segue.
You're segueing to the wrong person.
God.
That's usually my job. All right, Jason. Would you like to entertain us with our next segment?
I would be honored.
Thank you.
So I don't know. The last couple weeks, I've just been kind of finding an interesting question throughout wonderful world of social media. And I found another one today, and it's a sports related one. So if you're not into sports,
Get out
you
of
can
here.
either fast forward or stick around and maybe learn something. What is your most unpopular sports opinion? So I've got some examples here. This one Kyle was not a fan of when I read it to him. Derek Jeter is the most overrated superstar of all time.
I've actually heard this one before.
I've
That's
heard
just
that
insane.
one too.
Now, when I was a child, I did not get Pittsburgh sports. So, like with our cable package, we didn't get Pittsburgh sports. So, what team was always on TV? The New York Yankees. So, I was a Yankees fan growing up until I was able to watch Pittsburgh sports, and I was like, oh, the Pirates. It's 45 minutes away. So like I said, I was a Yankees fan. Derek Jeter was, one of the reasons why I loved playing baseball. I played shortstop as well, iconic for his, backhanded, grounder catch, turn, throw, whatever. But in hindsight, I can see that judging off of his stats, Kyle. Like, don't get me wrong, Hall of Famer, 100% Hall of Famer. But I mean, yeah, some of his stats, he was average. Now, judging off of average, they're fucking professional baseball players. Would I be able to play in the MLB? God, no. Well, maybe this year, but
well, no one's playing this year, so you'd
exactly.
have very low competition.
I would have a starting shot, but no, like, I mean, judging off of some of his stats compared to other potential Hall of Fame baseball players.
So I kind of feel like with this opinion, I feel like if he hadn't have played for the Yankees, it wouldn't be a discussion today. If he played for anybody other than the Yankees, I don't think we'd be sitting here having this conversation.
Elaborate on that. Do you mean like wouldn't be talking about him being in the Hall of Fame?
No. Okay. Let's say he played on, Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
Let's say he played there and not the New York Yankees, but he still had the same career path. I don't think we would be talking about him being an overrated superstar if he was on a different team other than the Yankees.
So
I think the Yankees, yeah,
okay.
I think the Yankees, when you look at them, whether you hate them or you love them, I mean, they're one of, if not the most iconic baseball teams, sport teams ever. And when you go down the list and you read all the legends that have played there, I mean, and is Derek Jeter one of the all-time greats to play there? I mean, if you want to try to compare him to, any of the other ones, like, am I making sense?
He is the Yankee. He is the captain. You can make an argument for his fielding. He made amazing plays, but he was an average fielder.
Yes.
That is fine. Baseball has been played professionally for 150 years, 160 years. There's been thousands of baseball players to play professionally. There are only 5 players in over, thousands of baseball players. There's only 5 who have more career hits than Derek Jeter. He ranks 6th all time on the career hits list.
Correct.
At 3,465.
Oh, look who did research to argue this. I love it.
Derek Jeter is not overrated. He's the best hitting shortstop of all time. He's not the best fielding shortstop.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah. But he is not overrated. He is the captain. He was
the youngest captain ever in baseball history, correct?
I don't know about that, but maybe. But that overrated, won, I don't know, 6 championships. So no, he's not overrated.
Okay. So
I'm mad about that one.
My next one that I have that somebody responded to, Lamar Jackson is a top 5 quarterback.
No.
Ugh.
No.
Ugh. In what world?
No, he's not.
That's what this guy's.
He is a top 5 running back.
Not even
top 5.
Lamar Jackson. So
top 10 running back.
So Patrick Mahomes,
Josh Allen,
Rodgers, Josh Allen are, for sure,
top 5.
Just for sure better than him.
Yeah.
And then, Lamar Jackson didn't play a whole lot last year, but then you can get into I mean, you could get into an argument of Joe Burrow. You can get into an argument of
Russell Wilson?
yeah, I mean Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, they're probably in the same. All right, I'm gonna this guy he's
Hot
gonna
take?
huh?
This is a hot take?
No,
Okay.
no. No, but someone Mark could talk a little bit so we can
So that Kyle can type and search.
yeah.
Am I gonna say who I think you're gonna say, Kyle?
No.
No? Kyler Murray?
No.
Okay.
No. Mark, join in.
I mean, I don't have much of an opinion.
Sorry.
I mean, I think Lamar Jackson, according to NFL.com, is the 14th best quarterback. I guess technically 13 because this list includes
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. But I don't know. I don't. I for sure could sit here and tell you 5 quarterbacks I think are better than Lamar Jackson that are active in the NFL. Removing Tom Brady. I mean, obviously Aaron Rodgers is better than him. I would argue that Justin Herbert's better than him, and so is Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes is definitely better than him. Josh Allen.
Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford this
yes.
past season is for sure better. Matt Stafford as a whole from when he played at the Lions, no, I'd say Lamar Jackson is probably better. But this season, Matt Stafford's definitely better. I'd even argue Dak Prescott is better than Lamar Jackson.
You know what, though, as I talked myself through this, though, I think Lamar Jackson was closer to that than what I initially thought. So I'll give him top 10. I'll give him maybe 8 or 7, 8, 9 in that range. So
Yeah,
he's closer to
that's where
5
I
than
was
I thought he
kinda-
was.
I would go 8 or
That's
9.
where I was kind of going.
I think Mac Jones is better than Lamar Jackson.
It might be a little too early on that.
Yeah, give him a
You
year
think?
to find it out.
I think
He's already had a
the
year.
thing with
I know, give him another
thing with
year.
Lamar is when he's on, I mean, he can single-handedly take over a game. When he's off, forget about it.
Yeah.
But so by those standards, I mean, I still wouldn't give him top 5, but I mean, you always got to be worried about him.
I will tell you.
I don't know. Just this past year, he threw 6 more touchdown passes than Mac Jones. They both do the same amount of interceptions, but Lamar Jackson threw 13 interceptions in 12 games, where Mac Jones threw 13 in 17 games. Lamar Jackson's completion percentage was, it was actually worse. Mac Jones had more passing yards. Mac Jones had 0 rushing touchdowns versus Lamar Jackson's 2. Mac Jones had 7 fumbles, Lamar Jackson 6. I don't know. I think Mac Jones I'd put Mac Jones 1 better than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I would get.
I'm just hesitant on that because it's still his first season. I would
but
give
he's
him
with
another.
Bill Belichick. He's only going to get better. He's not going to have a sophomore slump. He's only going
I
to
never,
get
no,
better.
I
with
never
Bill
said
Belichick.
it would be next year that Lamar Jackson would be better than him. Give it, or that give it a couple more years. But I mean, I can tell you one quarterback that Lamar Jackson is definitely better than Mason fucking Rudolph.
Yeah.
Good old Denton the Noggin Rudolph.
He did.
All right, Jason, you got one. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I saw an interview that he did talking about that Matt Canada talking about like how he would fit into the offensive scheme that Canada has and all this stuff, and that he was basically trashing Ben, saying that Ben didn't really listen to Matt Canada, that he when you're the quarterback of a team for 18 seasons, you kind of get grandfathered in and you can kind of do what you want, and he's excited to look and see what he can do with this team. I can't stand him.
Yeah, the
I have,
Steelers might be in for a rough year.
Yeah.
My unpopular opinion, the designated hitter is the dumbest thing baseball's done.
I don't think that's unpopular.
It's stupid.
I don't
It's
think
a
that's unpopular.
dumb. Yeah,
I think everyone
to me,
agrees
it gives managers a reason to manage less. That's all it does.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
So-
unpopular at all. I completely agree with you.
So do we want to do one more, or do we
Yeah,
want to?
I actually I got one real quick.
Yep.
Everyone rags on it. soccer is a fantastic sport to watch and play.
False.
See, right there. Listen,
I like
Play,
national
I
team
can
soccer.
understand.
national team soccer is fantastic. You watch Barcelona versus Real Madrid in El Clasico, fantastic. I would love to go watch, just the Columbus Crew is 2 hours away. It's an MLS team, I'd love to go watch a game, watch them play, see, feel the atmosphere in the arena. Like it's
Stadium.
arena, stadium, pitch, whatever the fuck you want to call it today. Where they play soccer, I feel like it's a fantastic sport, and people hate on it too much in the United States. It is the world's #1 sport for a reason.
Well,
Yeah.
time out. So does back up to what you said, pitch, stadium, arena doesn't matter. I think it very much matters.
I know
I
it
think-
does matter.
No. I think
think
to me, I think stadiums are outside and arenas are inside.
Yes.
yeah.
I don't think this is unpopular, but something that drives me nuts when a score is said backwards. If you tell me
Yes.
a score that is,
Yes.
if you say someone's winning 14
my
to 17,
God.
I want to rip your head off.
Yes.
Don't tell
So-
me that.
Okay. So when I was in college and I would have to do the sports for the newscast, that was how people writ them in. And I told my professor, I was like, I cannot do this. And she was like, you have to read it how it is. You have to read it how it's written. And I'm like, no. I'm like, it sounds so stupid
Yes.
trying to do it.
Mhm.
So I switched them anyway, and she stopped me after class the one day, and she was like, "You didn't read them how I told you to read them." I was like, "Because that's not how you're supposed to say them."
I think you can only say it backwards if you're saying the away team first, which is typically, I think, what a lot of people do.
And,
Yeah,
that-
And I
that's
feel
I-
like
I
it's
don't
somewhat
care.
acceptable.
the one thing about soccer that took me the longest to understand when I'm watching it on TV.
What? Why? Where? Why?
Hold on. You're talking
We're
about
talking about scores.
I know you're talking about scores. When you're watching on TV in the top little left,
Nil.
no, not nil. When you're walking in the
okay.
top little left-hand thing, when you're watching football, it's the away team first and then the home team. Okay? In soccer, the home team is first and then the away team. When they would
Don't they
always
count down in
What?
soccer?
yes.
No.
If
Or
you're
they
well,
count up. I mean, they count up in soccer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
They
count
start
out.
at 0.
0 to 90, yeah. And then there's the extra
I
time.
know.
But
I know
anyhow,
what
like,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
That
so
would
if
be-
you're watching and they're playing, if it's Manchester United playing against the Tottenham Hotspurs and they're playing in Manchester, it will be Manchester United and then Tottenham Hotspurs. The home
Yeah,
team
I
Like
don't-
here, like here, it's the away team's always first,
and then the home team. Yes,
or they're on top and the home team's on the bottom.
exactly. Yeah,
If the scoreboard's like that, yeah.
I want
yeah.
rid of all instant replays in every sport.
No.
oh,
Mm,
Call it on the
That's
field and let it
unpopular
go.
within this podcast.
what'd you say?
no.
I said that's unpopular within this podcast.
Yeah, no, you need
Call it on the
I
field
just,
and let it go.
I just think their sports are too fast now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
Like-
understand, like it takes away
understand why
from the
people
game in
hate
the
them.
moment at times, but I'd
Yeah.
rather it be right than
wrong.
like, to have it egregiously be wrong and let it go.
Yeah,
Do away with them.
no, wrong. Nope. that is
Jason, you got one more that we on that post.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are good with it, it's a longer one, but I think it's probably the one that made me think the most.
Yeah.
So this person said, current day players are much better than bygone era players. Sports technology, training, diet, and competition has gotten significantly better. Players in the minor leagues today would be in the NHL, NBA, 40, 50 years ago easily.
I don't think so. It's saying like the players today benefit from the advanced technology more so than the players of the past. Is that what that's saying?
Yeah, I mean the gist of it is like the minor league teams or the minor league players can easily, could play in the highest league 40, 50 years ago?
If we're going 40, 50 years ago, maybe. You look at G League players, you try and put them up against Michael Jordan, no fucking chance.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you, that's,
I don't
that's
know.
tough.
I think about football. I'm telling you what, 1960s, like the late 60s and 70s, Aaron Donald would have had 100 sacks. I mean,
yeah,
it'd have been nasty, especially in football. Now, basketball, I think that's where you would argue that basketball really has advanced at a really steady pace. I think that a lot of the guys today would have been extremely competitive and not been extremely dominant 30, 40, 50 years ago. But I think that's where, Derek Jeter would have wiped the floor with anybody 60 years ago in the MLB. The same thing with Aaron Rodgers would have been a 10,000, yard season if he was throwing 40 years ago, 50 years ago with Devontae Adams.
You got to think back to the MLB though. Back 60 years ago, they weren't throwing 105-mile-an-hour fastballs.
And that's what I mean. And that's where I think basketball is a very good representation of where they have advanced a lot slower athletically than all the other sports.
I think what Jason was saying with, the minor leagues being like the minor leagues now being as good as the professionals back in the day, I don't agree with that. Because, I mean, you try and, no offense to the Wheeling Nailers, but if you put Wheeling Nailers starting center, I don't know who it is, you put him up against Wayne Gretzky, he's going to get his shit kicked in.
Yeah. There's always those exceptions, though. I think there's always exceptions. You have one, once in a lifetime player, once in an era player. I won't say lifetime. Remove Michael Jordan from the equation. I think G League players would have been very competitive. Remove Michael Jordan from the equation. I think they would have been competitive. I'm not saying they would have been dominant. I think it would have been very competitive.
You take Michael Jordan off of, the 90s Bulls and you put G League players in from today. Are they gonna win a couple games? Yeah, but I mean, you still got Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, well, that's why I said I think it's competitive. They're not. I don't think they're saying that. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins are 10 Stanley Cups in a row 40 years ago. I don't think that's what Jason's saying. I think that they're extremely competitive at a higher level 30 years ago.
The technology and the way things have advanced, yes. And that's why you see players playing. That's why Tom Brady's able to play until he's 45 now. Yeah. And that's why you're going to see Sidney Crosby able to play at a high level until he's, 38, 39, 40 years old. And you see these age curves, progressively getting longer instead of players dropping off at 32, 33. Roger Federer, we're going to talk about tennis now. Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic. I mean, tennis is a sport notorious for players dropping off in their late 20s, early 30s. And these guys are 33, 34, 35, playing the best tennis of anyone. So you see technology and what nutrition and diet and things like that, exercise can do to have longevity in your career. So it's just, yes. Nowadays,
and there's even players that were playing the same sport 30 years ago and are still playing. You look at, I was just going to say, Yager. There was even rumors that he was going to make a comeback to the NHL, as early as next season. Even if he was just a scratch forward and was still, just played a couple games. I mean, he can still compete at a high level. I mean, to give him benefit of the doubt, even though he's playing for himself technically, because he plays for the team that he owns. But I mean, the guy is still competitive.
Yeah, I mean,
at 50, he's 50.
I mean, there's. I know it's not the same comparison, but you look at I know it's not like a comparison of like athlete, like sport level. But you look at like professional wrestling, WWE. Okay, you've got people like take The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, Hall of Famer. He did that for 30 years.
Yep.
Like it's the same thing. Like, I mean, it's not the same. Like, I mean,
I was gonna say I think WWE is kind of an exception, and that this is not this is not a slam at the WWE. Listen, those guys are a lot better athletes than a lot of other people, but it's fake wrestling. I mean, look, Donald Trump was in there. Vince McMahon's gonna do it. I mean, you laugh, but I mean, it's not like you have to be overly athletic to do it once or twice. Now, people like Dwayne Johnson and, Steve Austin and Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. I mean, those guys are bodybuilder professional athletes. I'm not saying that the people that do WWE aren't athletes, because they are, but I think it's comparing apples to oranges here.
Let's move on to our next segment. We're going to go on to some trivia real quick with Mr. Marcus Carson.
Yo, what up? All right, yeah, we'll make it quick. And kind of keeping with our draft theme, it's all going to be country music themed trivia. So the first question: who is the best-selling female artist in country music history?
Buzz.
Bo.
Oh, Shania Twain. Shania Twain.
It is correct. It is Shania Twain.
Listen, Maddie went and saw her, and I forgot her name. I was like,
the look on your face, the instant panic that set in. That was hilarious.
I buzzed and I don't know the answer. The second question: who recorded 2 of his best-selling albums in prison?
Buzz.
Bo.
Johnny Cash.
It is Johnny Cash.
Oh, all right, Bo.
Number 3.
You related to Johnny Cash too?
What?
Are you related to Johnny Cash too?
I wish.
Which Loretta Lynn song inspired a 1980 biographical film of the same name?
Buzz.
Yes.
Coal Miner's Daughter.
It is Coal Miner's Daughter. Bo is 3 for 3.
I only knew that she was on an episode of Ghost Adventures. Thank you.
Kyle.
She was on an episode of Ghost Adventures. I know that much. That's all I know.
I don't.
She's a
know
country
who
singer.
Loretta
That's
Lynn
about
is.
all I know about her, Kyle.
Okay.
Here we go. In which decade did country music truly attain worldwide fame and popularity?
Buzz.
Oh, Kyle.
Kyle.
The 70s.
No.
Buzz.
Bo.
60s.
No.
Ooh. Jason.
All right, Jason. I'll give you a hint. It's really easy.
90s.
There you go. It is the 1990s.
Which is our
Keeping
draft
with-
tonight.
It is. That should have been my last question. That'd have been a good segue. Sorry,
That would
guys.
have really been good.
Yeah.
Which singer holds the record for the largest indoor concert in North America?
Buzz.
Bo.
Garth Brooks.
That is what I would have said, but according to this trivia website, that is not the correct answer.
I think I might know who it is.
Well, can't guess again.
Well, if they don't guess it right, can I give one more?
You don't get a point, but sure. We
Okay.
don't keep points
Was.
here, but it's fine.
Okay.
Kyle.
Oh shit. George Strait.
It is George Strait.
That's who I was gonna say. Yep.
All right, and this is number 6. Whose album, Not a Moment Too Soon, featuring the #1 record of the same name, was the best-selling country music album of 1994?
Not a moment too soon. Fuck. That was a year before I was born. Buzz. Garth Brooks.
Bo. No.
When
I
in
will
doubt-
say, Jason probably doesn't know him because Jason's not a country music fan. Kyle, I know you know this artist.
When in doubt, guess Garth Brooks.
Buzz.
Kyle.
Trace Adkins.
No.
Shit.
All right, so Jason's not going to guess because he has no idea. It is Tim McGraw.
Ah.
Oh,
Maybe I was gonna
Um,
say him. How do you know?
Jason, do you even know who Tim McGraw is?
Heard of him before. Can't name me a song that he can't. I can't name a song that he has sang.
Ever
but-
seen The Blind Side?
Yeah.
He's the
He
dad.
was the
in The
dad.
Blind Side.
Oh, okay. That was a terrible movie. So
Oh my God, it was a wonderful movie. What was Taylor Swift's first song in the world of country music called?
Buzz.
Bo.
Tim McGraw.
It was Tim McGraw.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you think or when you hear Tim McGraw,
Mhm.
I was gonna say that or Teardrops on My Guitar.
I think it was
Closet
around the same time.
Closet T Swift fan over here.
Dude,
You're
T
so
Swift
sweet.
is so good.
Oh, you're
Which
country.
city is considered the country music capital of the world?
Buzz.
Buzz.
Nashville.
What you didn't
Whoa.
buzz first? I buzzed
Whoa.
first.
Yeah, that was a
I said
Kyle.
Buzz first.
Whoa.
That was a Kyle buzz first.
Okay.
Nashville.
Yes, it is Nashville.
What is Nashville?
We all knew it was Nashville.
Wow.
All right. Well, you had the buzz first, you
I did.
jackass.
God damn it.
We got 2 more. What is the only TV channel that is dedicated to country music in
Buzz.
Canada?
No, you gotta wait.
in
Buzz.
Canada.
You had to wait until the question was over. It's Buzz. It was
Oh,
CMT.
it is. And the last one, which Taylor Swift album album spent 275 weeks on the Billboard 200?
This country?
Yes. I don't know what songs were
Uh,
on that album, but
What?
Bo? I said I don't know what songs were on that album, but you buzzed. What's your guess?
The Red album?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't think that was country, but
I don't know any of her album names really, except like Buzz 1987 or what 89.
No. Jason, do you know any Taylor Swift album names?
No.
It was the album Fearless, which had, I'm assuming it was probably on there because it had a love story.
was that a country song?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But
speaking of country music, like we just talked about for the past 5 minutes, we're gonna move on to our draft this evening, and it is our favorite / the best 90s country songs. So we'll go ahead and say the song and then the artist. If you know the artist, I'm hoping you know the artist if you know the song. So the draft order this week, by split decision, will be Jason drafting first, me drafting second,
Boy.
Mark Carson drafting third, begrudgingly, and Kyle drafting fourth and last. Just for reference, everybody, there was a tie this week, so the tiebreaker came down to a vote in between people on the podcast, and Kyle's banana slugs kind of won it for him.
All those banana slugs.
Yeah. So who picked the yard goats?
Me.
Kyle.
Okay. My father-in-law loved that, by the way. He commented on our previous post and said the yard goats, and then proceeded to put like 4 of their logos. So he's a big yard goats fan. So all right.
Glad I could tickle John Mike's fancy.
Yes. So Mr. Jason Cephas. Jason, were you were born in the 90s, right?
I was 99.
Right at the end of it, man.
99. Yeah.
Oh,
99, baby.
Mark, were you 94 or 93?
93.
93. I was 94.
I was 95. All right, we're good.
I'm a 99.
And James was
kid, and
95, I
listen to
believe,
country
too.
Music, so
Yes, he was 95.
Yeah, I was 94.
Okay, so let's draft these up, put them in the chat, and
I am.
let's have a nice clean draft here, boys.
Disclaimer: I don't know country music, so I am taking some swings. I'm swinging for the fences here. So I'm literally on iTunes, and I'm picking whichever one I like the best. Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with a random one. Bye Bye by
What?
Joe D. Messina.
Jody
Never
Messina.
heard it.
That's okay.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
Oh, can you
All right,
sing it?
Jason.
Oh wait, that's a good song.
Can you
Type it
sing
in
it?
there.
Copyright. But just for reference, that was on my list, Jason.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, all right. So with the number 2 pick, I would feel remiss if I did not pick this song. Like you got to, you gotta pick it. It is "Friends in Low Places" by Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
You know, there are times that I kind of want you to just keel over, and right now is that time.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, let's just end the draft because no one is Bo pandered, and Bo picked that pick to pander.
Oh, I was gonna pick it. Were you gonna pick it, Mark?
Oh yeah, that was my first pick.
Yeah, then
That's
fuck
my
you.
go-to. That's my go-to karaoke song. Bo's never done karaoke.
Yes, I have. The Dillonville
And
Firemen's
see-
Club Christmas party.
Okay,
That
and
doesn't
see,
count.
here's my thing.
There's 11
Here's my
people that
thing
show up
here.
to that.
Here's my thing here. I'm gonna try my hardest not to pick your guys' songs, just because it's not fair.
I'm gonna go with third overall pick. I'm gonna go with the first song I'm trying to learn on the guitar, and that is "Love Me" by Colin Ray.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Oh, it's a beautiful song. It's more of a story than a song, but it's really good.
Okay.
So many good ones.
I know, right? This might be my favorite draft as a country big country music fan. I love this.
All right. Hello, it's my turn, isn't it?
It is.
It is, buddy.
For a minute.
And Friends in Low Places was already taken, wasn't it?
Yep.
It
Just for reference, Kyle is doing his research right now. Live.
So am I, buddy. So don't,
Oh man, I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go meet in Meet in the Middle by Diamond Rio.
Diamond Rio, good song. Good song.
Yeah.
That was on my list.
Same. Yep. Go ahead and delete that one.
Rio. And then I get another one. You know what? There's so many good ones.
I've been listening to nothing but 90s country for the past week.
I'm gonna do John Deere Green.
Oh, you little bitch.
By Joe Diffie.
I was hoping that
Kyle doesn't even listen to country music, and he's just pulling a Jason.
No, I listen to. I know all these songs.
He was at the Dierks Bentley concert. I thought, weren't you?
Which one?
The one that Mark and James went to.
Wow.
What?
Were you not there? I thought you were there. You were.
I mean, I've been to plenty of concerts, most of them country, because who else tours around here?
Oh, that's a good point. Wiz Khalifa and Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. All right, Mark.
Number 6, going with another Garth Brooks song, The Thunder Rolls.
Great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
I actually have more Garth Brooks on my list here, but I'm gonna go with one that every time that it comes on, I can't help but sing at the top of my lungs, and that is, hold on, typing it out. I can't spell this guy's last name. I spelled it wrong in the chat. Give me 2 seconds. Should have been a cowboy, Toby Keith.
Go on.
You couldn't spell his last name?
I spelled it K-I-E-T-H.
Yeah, I before E, except all the exceptions.
Except after C, Kyle.
Yeah, except that's not really a rule.
Jason? Fuck you, Kyle.
Okay, so with the 8th pick in this week's draft, I am taking We Danced by Brad Paisley.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Was that a 90s song?
And we danced.
Apparently. Hope so, or else I cheated.
It was.
Okay, good.
Jason, again.
Oh, shoot.
I gotta take bye-bye off my list.
How about Down on the Farm by Tim McGraw?
Okay. All right.
Is that a good one?
Yeah.
All right.
Kyle, did you say you're about to pander so bad?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the look on his face. He is about to ruin all of your lives.
I don't think
Mark's gonna yell at me.
What? What'd you do?
All right, with the
We're gonna pander so bad.
Jason,
You are.
number 9, right? So mine's number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, with the number 10 pick,
Jason didn't put his 9th pick.
put number 9.
I did.
There it
I
is.
did.
With the number 10 pick,
20 minutes ago.
I'm gonna go with "Dust on the Bottle" by David Lee Murphy.
That's good, yeah.
Let's see. Make sure I'm picking the right one.
Look at
All
Kyle,
right.
eat and grin.
Let's see. Well, all right. So I'm gonna I'll follow the rules that I made, not the rules that Bo said he was following.
What rules am I following?
You said that if it was an album in the 90s, we could use it.
No, I said if the song came out at not using like greatest hits albums that came out in the 90s. If the greatest hits album came out in 1990, then all of the songs obviously had to be from before 1990.
That's what I said. And you argued with me. And I'm gonna fight you for it. All right, simply because I need
The pander.
no, I just need Maddie's vote.
You motherfucker.
I'm gonna go with She's Got It All by Kenny Chesney.
Okay, that's fine. You can have it because I know what I'm picking next.
Ooh.
Need to find out when this song actually came out. My bad.
What
Sorry.
song is it, Kyle?
Shit. When did Drive by Alan Jackson come out?
Not in the 90s.
No, I think it came out in 2002.
Drive by Alan Jackson, January 15th, 2002.
Cock. All right. Don't edit that out. All right, I'll go write this down by George Strait.
Good song.
I really enjoy Drive by Alan Jackson. And for all the ladies out there, we're gonna go Strawberry Wine.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Did you
a
pick
good
two
one.
Garth Brooks songs, Bo?
What'd you say?
Did you pick two Garth Brooks
No,
songs?
I only got one. That'd be
Yeah.
13, 14. I got 15. Okay.
I think I'm going back with another Kenny Chesney song because he wrote some pretty good love songs in the 90s. I'm gonna go with Me and You by Kenny Chesney.
Ooh.
Hey, that was almost my mine and Maddie's first dance.
I know.
That's
a
why
good
you're pandering. You're pandering to my wife.
No, listen, I'm just playing songs that I enjoy to listen to.
Okay. I in fact am going to pander to my wife. And I am going to go with Any Man of Mine by Shania Twain. Kyle, I saw that. I saw that, Kyle.
What, me about breaking into song?
Yep.
Can't do it. Copywritten.
Oh yeah, I was about
Can't
to
have
do the intro. Damn.
Can't have it.
All right, Jason, last two here.
Okay, so it will be Take It Easy by Travis Tritt.
Okay, good song.
Okay. And we're just gonna go with I tried to think about Elvis by Patty Loveless.
What?
Nope. Nope. No, that one.
Okay. So Mark is definitely 100% say I'm gonna pander with my last pick, number 18. I gotta go with it. I love this song. It's another one that if it comes on the radio, I'm belting it out at the top of my lungs. I'm waiting for Jason to hit enter so that I can hit it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You had a very
Okay.
long title.
Yeah.
When you started saying I tried to think about Elvis, thought you were talking about like you were trying to channel Elvis with the pick.
No, that's legitimately a song.
I don't know. I'm going with Alan Jackson, and I'm going Way Down Yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Oh, that's an song.
That's an song?
Yeah, it's an song.
We might not be friends in the morning after that.
Alan Jackson's an singer.
What?
Oh yeah.
That's a
Other than Drive and Remember When, there's nothing
Jason,
else by him.
throw in some fucking police sirens right there, because that's the hottest.
Hot take. Alan Jackson.
We can't do the police sirens anymore.
Hockey sirens, goal sirens, do something.
What's wrong, Kyle? The whole 4 Alan Jackson songs you have on your phone, you're upset that I don't like.
Wow, Mark.
What?
I'm honestly kind of glad.
Mark is not an Alan Jackson fan.
I like very few songs by him.
Probably the Old Rugged Cross.
Nope, don't even know. I mean, unless he's singing the hymn.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock.
Remember When?
Yeah, I said I like that one. I like Drive. Remember When?
Yeah, Chattahoochee.
I think my problem with Chattahoochee and a lot of Alan Jackson songs is and this is truth. Like I appreciate some Alan Jackson, but I think he is by far the most overplayed 90s country artist.
What about Gone Country?
I'm not a fan of that one.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it's okay.
Remember
that
When?
one's all right.
Summertime Blues.
I don't know that one.
Little Bitty.
Little Bitty's all right.
Where I come from.
All right, let's get back on
Cornbread and
track here.
chicken.
We're not going to change his mind right now. Let's get
Fancy by Reba.
Small Town Southern Man.
All right, Fancy by Reba is his pick. All right, so I got the last pick here. All right, I'm gonna go Sold by John Michael Montgomery.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so
Grundy
that's
County
probably one of
Auction.
the best ones of the. But I mean, anytime it comes on, it's just like,
great, yeah.
yeah.
So I had a lot of honorable mentions. I'm not gonna go through them all. Garth Brooks, Colin Baton Rouge, Unanswered Prayers. Kyle, The Dance actually is my favorite Garth Brooks song of all time. It came out in '89, and I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
Um,
I was looking at a Great Day to Be Alive. But
Yep.
it came out in 2000.
Yep. You got George Strait. Almost anything George Strait put out in the '90s was a hit. Brooks and Dunn. I'm surprised none of us said Brooks and Dunn.
My Maria was
My Maria,
close,
Neon Moon.
yeah.
I'm in a Hurry by Alabama.
I had that on my list too. I was almost gonna pick that.
Wide Open Spaces by the Dixie Chicks. That's a great
The
song.
Chicks.
Sorry.
The Chicks.
Another one that I don't know why I love the song, but The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia by Reba McEntire.
I don't know if I know that one.
That's a great song. Give it a listen. And my final honorable mention. Well, I got two. Man, I Feel Like a Woman, and Independence Day by Martina McBride.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
Thanks, my tractor.
Watermelon Crawl. Tracy Bird, Watermelon Crawl was a good one.
Have that as well. I'm honestly, Mark. I know if James was here tonight, he would have picked Seminole Wind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his number one, I guarantee, would have been Friends in Low Places for sure.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He would have picked Seminole Wind at some point though. I was a little mad. What's Paint Me a Birmingham was actually not a '90s song.
Yeah, it was.
What year was that?
2003, I want to say.
Yeah, it was either 2 or 3, I think.
Great song though. Great song.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got any
That's
any other honorable mentions?
I'm good.
James
know
might
my
have
answer
said
already.
Annie's song. I think that was in the 90s by John Denver.
Nah.
Okay. When did John Denver die?
I don't know.
I'll
Hey,
tell you in a
that's
second.
okay.
Well, I lied. Annie's song was released in 1974. Don't listen to me.
Okay, never mind.
Date of death, October 12th, 1997.
Okay, so he did probably release some songs in the '90s. When
Yeah,
was never mind. I was gonna say when was Rocky Mountain High released, but I'm pretty sure that was definitely before the '90s.
Probably.
Kyle's looking it up right now.
1972.
Okay, so yeah,
Annie's song was 1974.
So yes, just for reference, we are not experts in anything that we talk about on this podcast. In fact, we know shit. So
Wrap it up there, boy.
2
Yes.
plus 2 is 4. So that's a
Oh,
thing.
if anybody is looking for some good fish during your Lent season, the Dillonville Volunteer Fire Department in Dillonville, Ohio, at the Firemen's Club has fish fries every Friday, 11 to 7. All you got to do is call. You can order your fish, take in. You can eat in. Sorry, I said take in, or carry out. So yeah, give us a try. Your boy cooked fish this Friday. Well, I cooked fish for half the day. So 740-769-7777. Get your fish.
That's an easy number to remember.
it is.
It really is. Call and get
So,
your fish.
So yeah, so go get you some fish on Friday. I'll probably end up down there myself on Friday. Gonna get some. I might not get the fish. I don't know. I'm feeling the butterfly shrimp.
Yeah, we got fish, we got shrimp, mac and cheese.
Yep.
Fish dinners come with fries or onion rings.
Yep.
Call early because sometimes we sell out.
Yep. Pretty quickly. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap up tonight's episode. Go get yourself some fish and go give us a like, follow. You can find us on YouTube at Deep Impact Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Deep Impact Podcast, Anchor. Guess where? Deep Impact Podcast. Same with Apple Podcast. And honestly, you know what? It's a lot easier if you just go to our Facebook or Instagram page and click on the link tree, and it'll take you to all of our little links there. All of our little links, like the little finger twirl I did there. Go give us a like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, and make sure you hit the bell. Ding! Thank you. And we'll see you again here, same time, same place next week. Oh wait, where's my button at? There we
I'm
go.
like a fucking dog.
All right, bye.
Bye.